Hey guys, what's up? How's it going? I'm Enrique, and this is Easy Pictures to Draw. This is the first of many book recommendations, I hope. This is the first book recommendation video. I have this little small section in my house of books, and it's a small section, but it is a lot of books that I have, and they're all art books. This is actually something that people have asked me about for a while. I have a lot of recommendations. But I'm going to try to put the most important ones, the ones I think are must-haves on these videos. You know, I have written a couple of articles about it, but for the videos I want to put books that I think are must-haves, that I'm wow, this exists, this is amazing. So what I normally do with books is I get them for a few reasons. One, inspiration. I just kind of look at them before I start my work. I'll look through them, just flip through one, and I'm wow, okay, that's possible, that's amazing, it gets me pumped up. Or two, I use them for, reference, and that's probably the biggest one, right? Because you'd be shocked what you cannot find on the internet sometimes, you know? You need something, you're wow, that's weird, the main Google searches are junk. So I buy books for specific purposes for reference. You know, there's still a lot of value in that. A lot of value in that, a lot. And then, the third reason is sometimes I'll have them for, there's certain artists I like and I follow their work and I just like their work and I'll buy them for that reason. I buy a lot at Comic-Con mostly. That's a great place to buy them, or I buy them on Amazon. So I'm going to go over this first book that I highly recommend. It was actually a gift from Karina, who's been on this site a few times, who's been on this website. She gave this to me for my birthday, and this is this one right here. I'll put it up real quick. Can you see that? It's called Science of Creature Design by Tara Whitlatch. Science of Creature Design, Understanding Animal Anatomy. So the thing about Tara Whitlatch, she's done a few videos in the past, a few Gnomon videos, a few Gnomon lesson videos. She worked on Star Wars. I think her background, I believe, and don't quote me on this, I believe she was a biologist turned, a zoologist, I believe, turned a concept artist. And it's obvious when you look through this. And she has a few books, but this book is the most comprehensive thing on animals I've ever seen, and at least when it comes to the artist standpoint. The most comprehensive thing, bar none, just amazing, amazing, just insane. If you need, this is good for reference, this is good for learning, just the best thing that there's really ever been, in my opinion. That's why I'm putting it as my first recommendation, my first recommendation video. She goes over realistic animals in this book. They'll have the exact same pose, and they'll have one pose, all the skeletal structure, which is really important for landmarks, right? This is a landmark, my knuckles, stuff like that. That's bone that comes near the surface. The bone is really important to learn. The skull, parts of the skull really reflect how it's going to look like on the outside. So that's super important. And then there's the muscle anatomy, which is obviously important for anything. If you've drawn superheroes, that is so important, when you're drawing people. But when you're drawing animals, it's also incredibly important. You don't know what certain bumps are. You need to know what, you don't need to know, but it'd be a great idea to know what's going on underneath so that you won't be completely confused and draw it completely wrong. So that is really valuable. And collecting reference online it's possible. But it seems like she kind of shortcutted all that by doing it for you in one book, which is crazy. She's obviously super, super into this. And then the last post shows the regular animal, and then it has a few different poses of the animal. It even goes over, what I love about this book in particular, is that it even goes over dinosaurs, because they show all the dinosaurs and, what they might have looked like, etc. It is just crazy. The ceratopsian dinosaurs, she goes over. She draws every vertebrae she draws. For the most part, on many animals, she draws many of the vertebrae. I'm wow. It's super detailed, super just the best source of like animal reference. The other thing I really like about this is that it's not as dry as certain anatomy books, because and there will be some dry anatomy books on this list, but what I like about it is that this is geared toward artists, like by an artist. Sometimes you'll see, we don't need to know what the guts look like. It'd be a good idea of why certain bones are positioned the way they are, and they do talk about that, to hold certain organs in, but they don't need it. You don't need to know all the organs. We're not doctors. We're not veterinarians. We don't need to know, everything. We just need to know what we need to draw, what we need to understand, and how it moves. And this is like the biggest shortcut. It's also in drawing form too. We don't have to look at like a photo of a replicated skeleton, of a skeleton replica, or a big mess of muscles and like a cadaver. We can actually see that she's already shortcutted that, by drawing it for you. So, like I said, I don't know how many animals are in this. The book is about 160 pages. I don't know how many animals are in this, but it feels like you have every kind of animal. There's bears, there's giraffes, there's fish, there's horses, there's just a crazy amount. Like I said, and dinosaurs, and it seems like every type of dinosaur. This is like a really must-have kind of book, in my opinion. And this is just my opinion, by the way, guys. If you're watching it to this point, thanks. But this is only my opinion. I think this book is a must-have. Love it. And that is the #1 video so far. #1 recommendation I can make off the top of my head. If it'll help you draw animals. It'll help you draw creature design too, because you need to know this stuff for creature design to make it look good. And yeah, it kind of echoes everything I've been talking about. Just amazing. If you do want to check it out. I'm going to put the link to Amazon in the description. I get a small kickback if you ever buy it through that. It's a really small kickback, so it's not a big deal. If you don't want to do that, you can look for it on your own, maybe outside of Amazon, but try to find it somehow. I think you can buy it on their main site as well. All right, that's about it, guys. Oh, in terms of the price, I'll tell you the price too. The book price is $44. I think it's on Amazon for $25. So yeah, just look for it. Maybe eBay has it. That's about it. If you have any books to recommend, write them in the description below. I really want to know about it. If you already have this book, let me know. That's interesting. That's about it. So I will see you guys later.